under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
My head hurts. I'm so excited for this.
Huh. Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Sucrose? She's so adorable.
Customers? Oh, pardon me. Are you looking for Timaeus? No. Just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here. I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago.
Oh my god, her voice is so
I was
adorable.
called over to attend to the store.
Her voice is so
Sucrose,
adorable.
Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help.
No need to be nervous. Dude, she's so cute. No need to be nervous.
Huh? Do I look nervous?
Yes.
My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book.
Oh.
Over there. Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
Yep, no need to trouble you.
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler?
Yeah,
The one who repelled Storm Terror?
Oh, look at the blush marks. Oh, they're so adorable. They're so cute. I don't even charge for legendary is a bit much.
I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close.
Oh?
What do you mean, research?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Sorry, don't mind me. What am I saying? Still, you'd definitely be able to help Albedo. It is you, after all. There's that name again, Albedo. Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
I think I might have heard of him.
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher. But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
He teaches the teachers?
He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal. Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face.
Yeah, I'm not sure someone as smart as him could use my help.
I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Can he make Paimon stronger? Primordial Wrath.
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few more might settle the score.
I'll take some more.
Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store.
Oh, we're going to the mountains?
You'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And...
Yeah?
Sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
Are they fake glasses?
Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Okay, looks like we're going to Dragon Spine already, chat. Okay, I'm excited. Traveler observation report.
Sister Rosaria, so here you are.
Barbara, you're about to freeze.
This is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
Huh.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony.
God damn.
Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Don't say that.
Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event.
Oh.
If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Oh.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Don't throw another bad
really?
guy at us.
I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Pixie?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
Paimon, you are kind of
And
loud.
as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you.
Yeah, motherfucker, what
the
now?
honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping.
Well, thank you.
Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
Citizen's arrest?
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
I'll provide the handcuffs myself.
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you.
Pretty much,
What are
Paimon,
you
I feel
doing
that.
in the mountains?
We're looking for Albedo.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine.
What?
I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
As far as sisters go, you're fairly mysterious.
I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Okay. Oh no, here we go. Oh god.
Is that Albedo?
Is he
Why
drawing
would
them?
he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape.
Hog?
The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them.
Yeah, you don't say, Paimon, you don't say.
Let's take them out of the picture first.
Okay, I would like to kill this motherfucker, please, before anything else.
Freeze to the core. Let's light it up.
Pretty good damage, okay.
Everybody stand back.
Yeah, we don't need to lower the will level, chat. We don't need to lower it. We're fine. You know what I would love, though? I would love some heat.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them?
Oh my god, you sound so
Thank the
cool.
gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
Wait, I'm freezing in this cutscene. Uh-oh. You were painting hilly trails. I thought you were painting a landscape.
What's up with painting hilly churros? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain.
Holy shit, you look so
if you'd
cool.
like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
God, he looks so cool. Very avant-garde.
Wow, look at the detail. But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly trails anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses.
What?
Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
You know what I really like about his
Don't you
design?
have any questions for him? Hey!
I do.
What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her.
This is so cool. So yeah, what Gray said, he looks like he's just watched straight out of fucking Kingdom Hearts, dude. I love this outfit design. I love the placement of the vision, and I'm assuming that's a tattoo like it was on like Yan Fei's tattoos as well on the hands. Dude, he's so cool. He just looks incredible.
But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
Mm-hmm. We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
Oh god, correct.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
I'm not sure I understand.
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
What?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
Yeah, dude. Oh, he's so cool. It's miraculous.
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Okay, I'll help.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
True, we are kind
I beg to differ.
of stupid.
I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
So I'm an object of research.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Is there any danger?
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control to ensure your safety. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
I love him. I actually love him. Who the fuck is spying on us? Rosaria, what are you doing?
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible.
Oh,
Still a little difficult to understand?
it's always gonna be.
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Doesn't seem like you understand.
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
You should have had to keep Paimon on board.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at.
But okay.
The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly,
I don't think we have
do
answers.
you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
No.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
Yes.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ.
What?
Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
I caught Paimon with a fishing rod.
Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick.
Paimon, I feel
Cause
this.
the waterfall south of Springfield to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly,
Jesus.
this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Okay, here we go.
Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Whoa.
Slimes are fine.
Yep. Anyway, as long as I'm not being bitten around by hydro mimics.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Oh my...
Ay.
I'm going in! Let me read you a verse.
Go back! Why are you running?
Cross over.
Are you fucking serious? You bitch! Oh, there's more. Of course there's fucking more, dude.
Eye for an eye. Flood of frost.
I think Euless is actually going to do anything to these guys, right? But physical... Yo, physical does to shields. I forgot about that. Sword, explode. 8,300?
Rain outlines your fate.
Wait, yeah, her ult does physical damage.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Just a bit cold.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
You want me to eat a slime?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power.
That sounds
If the
terrifying.
elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Will it... Oh, no. Will it make my stomach swell?
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
That's really... Yeah, it's genuinely not reassuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
Yeah, you don't say, dude. You don't say. This is like a health checkup.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it.
What?
Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver.
Okay.
But unfortunately, not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining.
True.
Let's keep our eyes open.
True, true, true.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here.
Yo, that looks so good. Wait, who's that? That's not Timaeus. Is it?
My assistant Timaeus here
It
is helping
is.
me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
I would have thought even Paimon and I were more closely related.
Consider, you don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Wait, fuck,
Not
he has a
bad
good
for
point.
a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins.
Wow.
In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
It kind of would.
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Okay.
Great, I'll leave you to it.
Dude, he's so smart. Words.
Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you.
Okay.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
It's burning a bit.
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that.
What?
This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
Now listen, I get it. Why isn't he burning? What about the risk to you, Albedo?
Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance. And it certainly speeds things up.
I mean,
In
true.
conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again,
What?
better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you refer to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same, they can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, You can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person,
What?
they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different.
I
For
guess.
example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
You're wrong. I understand that an Eye of the Storm is pointless and lives just to cause terror and doesn't even give you a reward for killing it. Still seems like there's another layer of meaning to your
To
words.
sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm
Yep.
thinking a lot clearer now. Oh, having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Yeah. We're not an
bad.
animal.
I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Nice to
Is
miss.
he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit? Mr. Albedo, say something.
Yeah. Take the attention away from us.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one
God.
moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
I already stole your Mora, but okay.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
You think so? You think's not very organized?
Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example.
Okay.
Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
I drank my fill, thanks.
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
What? Paimon, you give it a shot.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose.
So sassy, dude.
Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Sure you're not just peckish?
I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Porg, free recipe.
Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
God damn it,
Not
Paimon.
only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll save you a fin or two.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
Yes, we are,
I'll leave you to
Paimon.
it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Okay.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem.
What's the animation?
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours.
Kinda.
Unless... Could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
What?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
No, he's got a point,
Not to
though.
worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
Your Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong.
Oh.
But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you.
Paimon, you look high.
And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes, Sucrose.
Yes, I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times.
Uh-oh.
A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to
Oh,
go
no.
gathering again?
Bro.
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say,
Electrohypostasis stuff.
superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past.
Vibratory.
I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
What?
So, guess we'd better take a look.
There should be some elemental traces on the lost items.
Oh, yeah.
Fair. Okay.
You could use elemental sight.
Okay. But you know, that's what it is.
You managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks.
You're more than welcome.
I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
And also just opening our eyes.
Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat.
Okay.
Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces.
Hell yes.
Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
How do I get off this train, Albedo?
In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical.
Okay.
Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
What? Hold on, let me just switch to her in my party. No, I can't see what fucking Sucrose is doing.
And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Probably not.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her?
Sounds like we're still on the superpower test.
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment.
What?
I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Okay. Okay, chat, nobody told me Albedo was gonna hurt my fucking head. Surely no death can happen, right? Albedo?
You want us to jump? From up here?
Never fucking mind.
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
It's not very reassuring.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
My kind of experiment.
Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Alright, Kaya, Chi-Chi, get at the party, boys.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what
Oh,
exactly
come
are
on.
you gonna be doing?
What?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
Wait,
So
what?
if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No.
I'm so confused. What's going on here?
Unless you're
Okay.
thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh!
Chat, what is this?
Forget Paimon said anything.
Oh, come on. This is so odd. I thought we were just gonna swim. I mean, I guess this works.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The
Thanks.
data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
Well, we're not exactly an average citizen.
You followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat.
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
My head hurts.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended.
Watch your mouth,
Old,
motherfucker.
Petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly churls? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite,
Dude, he's so
there's
confusing.
one more experiment. Intelligence.
No,
Follow me.
no.
There are some other ruins nearby.
No, Albedo, no. We're not as smart as you. That's why we're in this situation, dude. Dago, have a good sleep.
What's this?
I feel like I've seen these before. I have, because we activate the things and it makes these things
To
appear,
the best
kinda.
of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets.
Yeah, they're really interesting.
There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Okay.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once.
Yeah, true.
Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
Yeah.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Okay. I take it I passed the intelligence chest.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache.
Also, chat, don't, I know I just called it the intelligence chest?
Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast.
Oh,
You're
shit.
not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
What do you mean?
You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were
What?
drawn in by his compelling sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
He has ulterior motives?
Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive.
No, I'm
Or
naive.
perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
True. I don't think he's a bad person.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander.
How?
I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
What?
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
Yeah, idiot.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing.
Oh, shit.
In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
He did burn me from the
So-
inside.
What are you gonna do?
You came in here to be sure, so you must have your ways of assuring yourself.
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
A?
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better
Fuck.
make a copy.
I don't know.
This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping.
Obviously.
I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice.
Uh-huh.
Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
Listen,
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
maybe she's just sensitive.
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
I kind of get her point, but at the same time, it's not her business either. Like, what the fuck?
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion.
And what is that?
You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Literally by a sister, no less. I'm gonna be honest with him.
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today,
He knows.
and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is...
The what?
You're very much like a human from this world.
Why do you use words bigger than I can think of? It sounded like you weren't even speaking real words. And the conclusion from all of this is that, yes, you are a human. For this world, what?
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted.
Fair.
Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Oh, shit. Perhaps.
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Teyvat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea.
Okay.
Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Wait, what?
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
What?
the transition from nothing into something. From shoot to stem. And now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
Oh, it was beautiful, but yeah, it was so short. It was beautiful.
It would seem that that's as far as we go.
What?
A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever. And it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities.
Jesus, that's deep.
Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness.
Jesus!
Do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Oh. I wonder how my sister is.
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
Oh, so I'm a helpful specimen.
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me.
Well, I'm
in
glad.
the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure, even if you just want some company, find me anytime.
Well, glad I can count on you.
Ay, 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 dude.
I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial?
Oh, come on.
It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
What the fuck?